British Wrestling Weekly, and about to make his way to the ring is a man who is a phenomenon in British professional wrestling, and that phenomenon's name is the Phoenix Jody Fleisch. Fans who are unfamiliar with the UK wrestling scene and its recent history need to really check out the previous encounters, clashes and matches featuring this man Jody Fleisch, because he, alongside Johnny Storm, revolutionised the in-ring product of the United Kingdom's wrestling scene. Their high-flying, death-defying feud was something to behold. And then those two men moved away from the mainstream spotlight in the UK to return to it once more when they got back into the ring for a match at Brit Wres Fest 2015. I mentioned it earlier. Many believed, including myself, that it would be almost impossible for these two to achieve the in-ring heights that they previously reached when they fought each other, not just across the United Kingdom, but across the entire world. Their feud made it all the way over to the famed ECW arena for CZW's Best of the Best. And when these guys faced each other at the Liverpool Olympia, I, like everybody in attendance, was prepared for something, but what we got was literally a masterclass in two of the best professional wrestlers that the United Kingdom has produced in my entire lifetime. That's not exaggeration, these guys are really that good. But the question is, after setting that standard for themselves, will the pressure get to them? Will it be too much? Because if I know anything about these two men, and believe me, I know a lot about these two men, we train together, we have become very close friends. I am worried that these two men have set a standard in their minds so high that they may risk it all to try and beat what they did at Brit Wres Fest. How will this crowd at the Hull City Hall react to these two men? The questions are thick and fast, as this one nearly ended early. Those two in a locker that took them to the outside of the ring. First time Jody Fleisch and Johnny Storm have wrestled for NGW in front of NGW's home crowd of the Hull City Hall. And it's very, very difficult because NGW fans have seen big feuds. Dara Diablo, El Ligero, The Proven against Nathan Cruz, Matt Myers. The London Riots against Dixon Colossus, to name but a few. And now they are given a match which is just here for the sake of great professional wrestling. Will this audience in the Hull City Hall react like the fans at the Liverpool Olympia? And if they do not, which is a question, will it put off Johnny Storm and Jody Fleisch, who are here for one reason and one reason only, and let's be blunt about it, it is to steal the show. Because Johnny Storm and Jody Fleisch have something to prove to every single wrestler. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful backflip. To every single wrestler on the current UK wrestling scene. There's something in pro wrestling called a locker room sellout. And at Brit Wres Fest, when these two guys faced each other, it was literally a who's who of British wrestling stood around the monitor watching their match. When they had that match, many of the current batch of British wrestling talent were almost scared that these two would come back to mainstream prominence. With their rematch, now they are. Incredible, incredible technical wrestling. So they're back here to set a standard. Can they match it? Can they reach it? Well, it's interesting that these two men, instead of coming out with the big, fast, high-flying, they are doing incredible groundwork, incredible technical wrestling. And dare I say, playing it safe here. Because neither men want to make a mistake. Johnny Storm has been plagued for his entire career by the belief in some experts' mind that Jody Fleisch was that much better. So you have to believe that Johnny Storm wants to win in this contest in the worst way possible. He doesn't want to play second fiddle to Jody Fleisch. So Johnny Storm is going to be cautious. Well, there we go. Things are speeding up and slowing right back down. Yeah, I was just saying it. I was just saying it looked like Johnny Storm was being cautious. In the last match, I think Johnny's strategy was to believe that Jody Fleisch was going to be rusty and was not going to be able to keep up with Johnny Storm. Not only did he keep up with Johnny Storm, but in many cases he was faster than Johnny Storm. And I think you're seeing that coming into play because Johnny Storm is doing everything he can. There we go, once again. Everything he can to grind down Jody Fleisch, to grind him into the mat, to wear him down and to keep him from flying. It's an interesting strategy. And is it a strategy that is going to sit well with the fans in attendance, many of whom have come here to see an aerial high-flying classic? Jody trying to escape again. Is he going to be successful in speeding this one up? Takes Johnny into a wrist lock there. You see that pressure on the wrist. Jody Fleisch keeping the arm close to his chest, so that there you go, close to the middle of his chest, so he can lean into it and apply the pressure there. Double Roman knuckle up there. Johnny Storm doing what he can to get out of that wrist lock. And using a trick to take Jody right down. And you know that Jody Fleisch is going to go for a bridge. Oh, instead, no, caught Johnny there. I thought he was going to go for a bridge, but he didn't. He used those springy legs. It's really like Jody Fleisch has springs in those legs. But again, Johnny Storm, did you see what happened there? Every single time Jody Fleisch attempts to mount some offense and to speed things up, Johnny Storm brings it right back down. Say what you will about Johnny Storm, this guy is a grizzled veteran. 20 years up and down the United Kingdom's wrestling scene. I would argue that there are few, if any, wrestlers who have done more miles in British wrestling in the last 2 decades than Johnny Storm. Hits the ropes. Oh, we're going to see it. It's speeded up. Shades of what we saw at Brit Wres Fest as these two men back and forth. Ducks a kick. Storm comes back. Hits the ropes. Moonsault. Lands on his feet. Leg sweep. Johnny Storm. Oh, lands down in a pinfall attempt. Jody Fleisch goes for it. Ref in position, but these two too fast-headed. Straight back in. Wow. And they are not done. Yet again. Nip up. And now we're seeing it speed up. And Johnny in for that drop kick. The core. Double drop kick. Oh. Both men going for it at the same time. For a moment there, it reminded me of exactly what happened at Brit Wres Fest. But this time, when Johnny Storm went for that sneaky drop kick, Jody was ready for it. Jody went for one of his own and Johnny was ready for it, and then both men went for the double drop kick. These guys know each other so well. Back with you here on British Wrestling Weekly as the Phoenix Jody Fleisch and the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm during the commercial break, treating this crowd to some incredible fast-paced action. And now Jody, look at that big kick, knocks Johnny Storm to the outside. Storm trying to get a break there. This whole match he's tried to slow down the Phoenix Jody Fleisch, and now he's trying to slow him down in a different way, which is in fact leaving the ringside area. This match so important for Storm to win. The referee's count on, but what's Fleisch going for? He's hitting the... Whoa! My God! Huge flip, somersault dive over the top rope. Takes Johnny Storm down, but the question is, what damage did Jody Fleisch do to himself there? And we see on our replay here that huge dive that the Phoenix Jody Fleisch did, taking down the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm and potentially risking his own health in the process. Storm not moved. Ref in position. 2. Kicks out. Goes for it again and hooks a leg this time, but Jody's going to want to get more body on body. Yeah, there he does for a next attempt. And the process here is just to wear it down. Whoa! Johnny Storm out of nowhere there. Big enziguri from a ground position. Doing everything he can. I didn't see that come in. Makes you wonder if Storm was playing possum that whole time when he wasn't moving. Jody revises the whip into the ropes, comes back on a hurricanrana from nowhere. Fleisch lands hard and Johnny Storm with the momentum on his side. Reversed again, comes back, big kick, and oh my God, did you see that? Storm caught Fleisch in midair, 2 and whoa! We saw that at Brit Rest Fest, that kick that sent Fleisch up into the air, into a Hurricane Rana from nowhere. But this time, Storm had scouted Jody Fleisch and lands straight into that powerbomb. And for a moment, everybody, including Storm, as you could see by his face, thought that was the end. Something's going to happen here. Jody Fleisch on the outside. Storm hits the ropes. Is he going for a dive? And did he? Whoa! Oh my God! My God! Tope into a DDT on the floor here at ringside. And that, my God, that was really, really one of the most brutal moves. Look at this replay. He could have broke. Oh, it's just horrible to watch. He could have broke the neck of Jody Fleisch. And Johnny Storm breaking the count there, that may have been a mistake. And no, that's got to be all when Fleisch kicks out. But the question is, how much damage did that do to Fleisch, who landed literally on the top of his head on that floor? That was just brutal to watch, and Fleisch trying to encourage this audience to make some noise because he needs to feed off the adrenaline of this crowd if he is going to beat Johnny Storm. Storm puts Fleisch on the top rope. That's never an advisable place to put Jody Fleisch, but in the groggy and dazed position that he's in, it looks like, whoa, Fleisch coming back there and Storm fighting these two on the top. If there's two men you don't want to have on the top rope, it's Fleisch and Storm. But in the, whoa, Fleisch got the better of that one. What's he going for here? Fleisch taking that wrist support off there so he can grab that top rope. And if I was Fleisch, I would not waste time. It looks like he may be going for that shooting star press, and Storm moves and Fleisch lands on his feet. Oh, and he caught Storm. Ref in position. 3. Oh, wow. How fast was that? The Phoenix, Jody Fleisch, went for that shooting star press from the top, landed on his feet, and quicker than a hiccup, kept moving and hit the shooting star press from a ground position on the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm. We knew these guys would pull out all the stops for their rematch. And this packed crowd here at the Hull City Hall is seeing something special from two men that they have never seen against each other live before. Back and forth, it's Storm and Fleisch. Phoenix 720 DDT, and he hits it center of the ring, and this one is over. Call it now, stick a fork in him. 2 and 3. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Storm kicked out of the Phoenix 720 DDT in the center of the ring. And Fleisch looks shocked, and he should be. I told you earlier just how important a win here was for the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm. And whether or not that was just sheer instinct or ego, whatever caused it, the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm is not out. Fleisch going for something. And we've seen the 720 DDT, we've seen the shooting star press. What else does he have in the tank against Johnny Storm, who doesn't look like he knows where he is? Oh, but maybe he does! Maybe he does! Oh! Enormous German suplex! 2 ref in position! Oh, God! Oh, God! These two are not disappointing in their rematch. They are throwing everything they have to pull out a victory in front of this crowd, and they are not done yet. Oh, back to back. And whoa, Wonderwell in the center. Can he kick out? Will he kick out? No, Storm wins. Storm has beaten Fleisch right here on British Wrestling Weekly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Wonder Kid, Johnny Storm.
Well, we knew we would see an impressive main event. We knew that a win for that man right there was so important. What we did not know was just how far these two men would go to top their previous contest here on this program. It is now 1-1 in a feud that has 15 years of history to it. The question is that the end? Will it end with a draw? Or will these two men compete one more time in a third and final contest? Well, it's a match I want to see, but right now, it looks like Johnny Storm has gained a clear and decisive victory against a man who he has set a new standard with yet again here on the UK scene. Incredible performance and an incredible main event. And talking of incredible main events, boy, do we have a big one for you on next week's show. Don't go anywhere.